Nostalgia is a trick. All of these old things bring me a level of joy that I can't explain. Most of them are either from an era that I'm too young to remember or before my time completely, but for some reason I feel at peace, like my soul is connected to these things. Growing up, my family didn't own a video camera. We were picture people. Currently, most of those pictures live in drawers and boxes at my parents' house. Grandma Jan, my dad's mom, was the one with the video camera. And for most of my childhood, just about every family gathering on my dad's side was documented on VHS. It wasn't until college that I finally got my first video camera. When I was 20, I filmed friends and parties and all that random who cares bullshit that you think is cool when you're in college. Then I took it to California when I did my internship, and I actually used it to freelance, capturing video at red carpet events before the summer's hottest movie premieres. And then I just stopped. And it wasn't until I got my iPhone 3G that I started recording videos again. But everything changed in 2011 when my wife found out that she was pregnant with our first son. I finally pulled the trigger on a DSLR, and we decided to start a weekly vlog about our venture into parenthood. It was a fun way for us to keep family and friends up to date on what was happening week to week in Angie's pregnancy, and we learned about the development of our baby. It was awesome. I mean, in hindsight, who wouldn't want a video scrapbook of this life-changing journey? As fun as it was a ton of work, and as soon as our son was born, we turned the weekly update video series into a monthly update, and then that very quickly turned into a bi-monthly update, and then we just gave up. We wanted to keep going, but we were tired. We were very tired. It was around that time that Angie and I saw an episode of Shark Tank featuring a smartphone app called Groovebook. It only cost like $1.99 per month for 100 full-color 3x5s, professionally printed and wrapped in decorative booklets, and all we had to do was upload our favorite photos to the app from our iPhones. We still use it to this day, but we always look at the printed pictures as soon as our Groovebook comes in the mail, and then they just go into a box on our bookshelf forever, just like the photos at my parents' house. So why do it? I think it's an inherent trait for us to document our experiences, to share family stories so that we can live forever in the memories of generations that come after us.
Guilty as charged with the stories.
After about a year of sporadic filming, I was compelled to start a daily vlog as a way to document a new short film that I was pursuing. It had nothing to do with family. It was created with the intent of documenting a different part of my life, my creative outlets. I never made that film. But the daily vlog very quickly veered into personal territory. It started to be more about what family was doing, and most importantly, capturing our son's growth milestones. It's not that I was no longer pursuing creative work, but rather making movies about my family was more appealing to me. And those home movies, in a sense, became the creative outlet that I was seeking in the first place. The more videos I made though, the more pressure I felt to document everything until I finally reached peak burnout. Every day I was finding a story to tell, and it felt great. But I also felt like I wasn't living in the moment because I always had a video camera in my hand. So I stopped. Again. I have videos on my phone and on hard drives from family vacations and get-togethers that I would love to watch, but unless I'm editing that footage together, it just becomes a collection of random raw videos saved on a hard drive in my desk drawer. And without context, what's the point? Because all of these moments that I'm trying to capture lose meaning when they become disposable. Have I felt more present since abandoning the vlog or home videos or whatever you want to call it? Sure. But I also love looking back at the videos that we made together. The key is finding the right balance, taking time to document the noteworthy events without overdoing it. The trouble is, without the commitment to a scheduled delivery of these videos, it's hard to get motivated for the random vacation video edit. So where do I find that motivation? During an edit, the discovery is one of the best parts. Finding a take of a one-of-a-kind moment is like finding a treasure. And that's exactly what happened to me. About a decade ago, I inherited all of my maternal grandparents' home movies. Memories preserved on fragile 8mm reels dating back to the 1940s. And I've just been sitting on it for years. I considered buying a device that would allow me to convert all of this old film to digital, but weighing the costs and the time investment, I decided that paying someone else to do it made a lot more sense. So with a recommendation of a trusted video expert, I ordered a conversion package from a company called Southtree. They sent me this box that contains labels and everything that I need to send them my old film reels. So now I just ship this back to them and wait a few weeks for them to process the film.
sentimental things. Girl you loved when you were young.
I guess the only question left is, what am I going to do with all of these home movies now that I have them in a watchable format? I'm definitely not going to let them go back into hibernation. For the first time, I'm seeing some of my relatives interacting, carrying on traditions, smiling, laughing. I can almost hear their voices. I'm very lucky to have these movies. I think I'm going to take some time with these, edit them together, and then make sure that they're shared amongst family so that they can get passed down to our children with the memories of our relatives finally restored.
And easy histories, sentimental things, yeah, easy histories, sentimental things.